Today, I'm going to show you 4 proven strategies that can help you create better video content in a shorter amount of time using Chat GPT. If you're new to AI, you don't know what Chat GPT is. It's a large language model developed by OpenAI, capable of generating human text. Think of it like a Google search on steroids. So I made an account and I started chopping it up with the Skynet Superbrain so that I could crack the code on how this can help people like you and me. So number 1 is creative software, scripts, and code. A lot of creative softwares out there allow you to input snippets of code that automate repetitive tasks or add a new functionality to the software. So let's start with Blender. We'll pop over to Chat GPT and I'm gonna ask it to write me a script that will scatter the active object. Just like that, we have our code, and not just that, we also have a description of what it does and how to tweak it. So let's go ahead and copy this code. We're gonna go back into Blender. I'm going to change from the timeline view here to the text editor space, and then I'm going to paste in the code and run the script. Easy as that. So of course, there are limitations. This isn't going to build the Mona Lisa from scratch. You may need to debug a lot of the code that this is giving you, but this is an extremely valuable resource. And I've seen a lot of amazing things that have been made using ChatGPT as a start. For example, I saw this guy making a Blender add-on using ChatGPT, and I even saw this guy creating a video game starting with ChatGPT. So let's try it again, but this time, instead of Blender, we'll hop into After Effects. I'm gonna ask it to write me a script that'll make my layer blink over and over, so I won't have to go in and change the opacity frame by frame. So once that's ready, we'll go ahead and copy it. Let's go into After Effects. I'll throw in an image here as our example. I'm gonna Alt-click on the opacity of this layer to show the text editor. Let's Control V and paste it in. And then bam, there we go. So one more time, let's hop into unknown territory and try something a bit more tricky. Say you're a DJ or a performer and you want an audio visualizer for your song or your voice. Well, I'm gonna go and download this. It's called Processing 4. It's a simple programming environment that makes it easier to develop visually oriented apps. I've never used this before, but luckily we have Chat GPT. So let's go in and ask it to code our audio visualizer. It'll even tell us here what libraries we need to get this working. I'll go up to download libraries and add the one that it wants so that this will work. So let's paste in our code and there you guys go. Test, 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 test. Pretty cool. Of course, there's so many different softwares out there. You can test this with whatever you're using. I love this feature of it, but there's a lot more crazy things you can do. So let's move on to tip number 2. Tip number 2 is copywriting. As content creators, a lot of us are essentially brands within ourselves. We need to market and promote what we create so that we can sell it to others. Well, ChatGPT is a great way to optimize the way you sell your product or your brand. For example, the title of this video was created with AI. I asked ChatGPT for a title idea, and then I picked one I liked and changed it around a bit. As you guys know, a great visual starts with a great story, and a great story usually starts with a pen and paper. So use ChatGPT as a resource to improve your wording, generate new ideas that you may have overlooked, or tailor what you already have. I think the most amazing part about ChatGPT is the ability to tweak the output to what you need. For example, I can ask for a YouTube intro, and if I don't like what it tells me, I can type in and tell it what I don't like about it. Then ChatGPT will tailor its response to better fit your needs. And that's my personal experience so far with it. In a bit, we're gonna talk about some more general ways we can use this for things like sales, business, selling products. But for now, let's move on to tip number 3. Tip number 3 is to create storyboards for your visual project and then visualize that storyboard using a text-to-image AI like Midjourney or Stable Diffusion. This is really cool. So let me give you some backstory before I show you how this is done. Let's first take a look at the current state of the music video industry. A lot of people are using things like Pinterest and Behance to gather visual references for what they want their project to be. This is a normal process when pitching an idea to clients. You make a vision board or a treatment, it gets approved, and then you move into the production stage. Well, we can supercharge this process with ChatGPT. Let's say I'm pitching an idea to Drake's record label. I want to make a psychedelic rock style music video featuring Drake. Let's go in and ask ChatGPT to give us a storyboard and include that we want it to tell us the tone, the color palette, and even some references to other similar style music videos that already exist. Great, so we can take this idea, or we can chat some more to tailor it down to our liking. And then once we have our idea fully locked in, we can take it one step further by turning these words that represent our ideas into pictures that represent our ideas. And to do that, we're going to use AI text to image. So OpenAI, the same company that created ChatGPT, also created DALL-E 2, which is a text-to-image AI converter. So you could use something like that, or you can use something like Stable Diffusion. I made a bunch of videos on that in the past. If you're interested, just check the description for the links to those videos. And then let's go back into ChatGPT, because we're gonna ask it to take our storyboard and convert it into prompts, which I can then plug into Stable Diffusion. So we'll copy those prompts, and then we're gonna fire up Stable Diffusion, or again, whatever text to image AI you're using. I'm gonna go and paste them in, and here's what we get. It's a kind of surreal feeling seeing something brought to life that was thought of by an AI and then painted into real life pixel by pixel by another AI. I always love when these different AI softwares have corresponding workflows. You can always create some really cool things with this. So let's go ahead and take these images and put them into my video treatment, submit that to the client. There you go. It's a great tool for giving you a visual representation. Maybe you have some idea that you can't find a good representation for on Pinterest or Behance. In some cases where you're competing against others to try and get that job, using a tool like this can give you a special little edge. So on to number 4, we've created our video treatment. Now we need to pitch it in writing to our label. And of course, I'm using music as an example because that's what I'm the most familiar with. Maybe you're doing weddings, maybe you're doing whatever, fill in the blanks. But either way, tip number 4 is using ChatGPT to improve your business. Pitching ideas to clients, expanding your reach, optimizing your business, starting a business, generating more income. These are all things that ChatGPT can help you with. So like I said, I can have it pitch my ideas to a label, or in my case, I can have it pitch my YouTube channel to prospective sponsors, and then I can tailor that down. I can copy and paste it and send it off to a bunch of marketing departments within my niche. If you don't know any marketing departments in your niche, ask ChatGPT to help match you with some good brands that could be a good fit. So I'm gonna send this out. If you guys wanna see the results of this, follow me on Instagram down below. I'll put up a little update to see how many responses I fully get from this. But yeah, I think you guys get the idea. Use this tool to help you out. Maybe you want to send Instagram DMs to artists to get more clients for your videos. Maybe you want help naming a digital product, or maybe you need help improving your website. It helps you generate ideas, visualize ideas, and that's the key to optimizing your videos and creating your videos in a more fast, efficient way. So that wraps up this video, guys. One thing ChatGPT can't give you is a human perspective for ways we can help each other. And that's what I'm here for. So if you guys did enjoy, consider tossing the video a like. I'm sure there's gonna be a heated debate in the comments. Anything AI related right now is super controversial. So comment below, be nice, but give me your honest thoughts because I do want to hear what you guys think. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for supporting, and I'll see you guys in the next one.